Alright, welcome to episode 98 of Adventures in Inbetweening. Today I am looking at the 12th and final Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles breakdown that I worked on episodes for over 5 full seasons. This is episode 503 from season 5.
The time is nigh, my faithful foot, for the resurrection of Master Shredder is tonight! Soon we will be graced by his presence once more.
More muties? Waste them!
Forget it, freak!
You get rocked by Rocksteady!
Why is our luck getting worse?
At least Tiger Claw and Hothead don't have it yet.
Accent on the yet part? No, we'll get it. And when we do, that thug Vizioso is going down!
Alright, by the time we get to season 5, there's a lot of characters, a lot of complex storylines. You can see on this one here, Tiger Claw is got all of his minions following him here. He's helping out Kavaxas. At a distance, something like this, Kavaxas is just pretty much standing still, but Tiger Claw's motion needs to be more broad at a distance. He's going to gesture like that. And then when he gets closer, he's just going to gesture more like this, because when you do this from a distance, it's not very effective. You can see the hand open here. Anytime I'm always thinking about if I can go for a color pop, I want to do that. So his hand is a different color than the outside of his hand, the palm of his hand. So we go black and white, boom, get a nice orange color pop there. And as we get closer, you can see that Tiger Claw's action is less broad. More subtlety now, you can take advantage of that. So, and as the camera gets closer and closer and closer, we'll bring that hand up in screen, even though previously it wouldn't have made much difference. More shape change, dialogue action. This is the resurrection of Master Shredder is tonight! And you can see that his claws come out there on tonight. His head goes up more powerful. And then he kind of goes, it's tonight! And then he relaxes his body, regains his composure. The whiskers never bent that much, but there's a lot of drag and overlap on them as he follows his body and moves with his mouth as well. You can see here overlapping the jaw with the mouth corners. It's something I often talk about with lip sync. You don't want to move the jaw and the mouth corners at the same time. You want to overlap, and then you can get a lot more shape change there. Contrast in the head motion, keeping a nice arc there, and Tiger Claw turns directly to camera just to get that last board pose there. Now Don Vizioso, very different design and approach. He just has a tiny little box where his expressions fit in. We're focused more on the overall blocky silhouette that he's got there and getting some nice asymmetry in his face. It's extra important because he doesn't have a huge amount of space to emote there. The mouth can get wider, really push those mouth corners out. Generally, it's something I say all the time, lead with the elbow. If you're going to get that arm up there, don't just bring the arm up. Hey, bring the elbow up and get that snap. There we go, dragging the fingers, big dialogue accent. Muties, waste them! Arrival, getting into the, and the shoulder weighting on characters, sometimes like this, big character is a little bit funny, so you always got to compensate for that. And then the facial reaction, oh, he starts to panic. Here comes the arm down, head up as the arms are going down, so we get some nice contrast there. And then the head is going on this arc, coming around. He's looking for something to block what's incoming here. Barely gets the bread and the sausage up in time. Here comes throwing stars in perspective. And you see they're starting up bigger and getting smaller. Ching, ching, ching. Thunk, thunk, thunk. Starting out with, and with a composition like this, we don't want to just start animating them and hope they hit somewhere nice. We want to start with a nice composition and then work backwards out of that. You can see he's got a big, thick fingers holding the food there. Now, this is one of the Fulci twins here. He's very proud of himself. These guys are pretty accomplished fighters. And he's always worried about his how he looks. And it's like, yeah, I just knocked that guy out. But he shifted my shirt a little bit. I got to fix myself up. Now, he turns to screen right here at the worst possible time, because then he doesn't see Rocksteady coming in. Rocksteady's charging in, puts his head down so that he can quickly lift it up. Here's that first frame of impact on the back there. Boom. Look at the line of action on the Fulci there as the horn catches him under the arm per the boards there. Now the pan is going to go whoop, up really quickly, reacting with the action here. Follow through on Rocksteady. Arms and legs dragging, separating the silhouettes after they were separate. They were together, overlapping, and then they're separate again. Boom. Big impact as the torso hits. Arms and legs hit a couple frames afterwards. You can see the effects department did some great stuff here. Camera shake as well, adding some debris to help sell that impact. Rocksteady goes up. He's going to settle back down. Now the Fulci twin is going to start to fall down, torso first, arms and legs dragging in. Again, we panned up is a reaction. Now we're going to pan down in reaction. Hands and feet last to leave. Rocksteady's going to come down. We got to get back into place so that Rocksteady can address the camera here. You've been rocked by Rocksteady. And he's got a monologue his name here. And lots of shape change on his face. He's got his big mouth going on. And he thinks he's all cool, Rocksteady. And I wanted to do a callback to a previous episode I worked on where he was doing Rocksteady. And so I did like a rock, paper, scissors kind of thing where one's the rock and one's the paper. I don't know if anybody would get that, but it's fun to do anytime we get a chance to put those little callbacks in there. You can see Donnie coming in. He's blurred. He's fast. He's hitting Rocksteady from behind, who wasn't blurred. He was all clear. And boom, we get major sudden shape change all in one frame. The hands coming up, heads going down, staff following through, head dragging there. Head continues to rotate up, and we see that horn leaving the screen. Donnie's going to land, and he's just going to very briefly stay there. He's just continuing forward. Generally, one thing that I see a lot is we have people in there coming through the screen, and not only do they slow down the up and down, but they slow down the forward motion. The forward motion should continue. So here we've got, and I really like how they did these boards, really nice and clear, just outlines of the characters so that we can see what the posing is, even though they're doing a lot of overlap there. Donnie settling down, bandana settling on the back of his shell. And yeah, just from the boards, I mean, silhouette is so important, and just you can see the clarity here. Keeping everybody clear from each other, just really making it obvious at a glance. Who is who, how far away they are. Now April's going to move into Raph's silhouette here, just to get a little bit closer to Donnie and address him. Avoiding covering Raph's face still. And now Mikey's going to come in, so we're going to have a fifth silhouette. And keeping him clear, he's going to be holding up Chompy here and spinning around. He loves Chompy, and he's having fun, as Mikey does. And so trying to keep that as clear in silhouette as possible. He's going to be covering up Leo for a little while, but we still want to have it so that he's not overlapping him too much, that he covers them, and then he sets the silhouette free there. Now that Mikey has everyone's attention, we can see Leo, Raph, and April looking at him. And now Donnie's going to look at him. Look how happy Chompy is. Donnie's going to react. So now our audience attention is over on the screen screen left side. And that's when we cut, because that's when we see Donnie there. We cut. Mikey hasn't come into screen yet. Donnie is ignoring him. He's all static and serious. That thug Vizioso. And then Mikey again, just one more time. Hey, look, Chompy, everybody. And I really like how they didn't blur it out too much there so we could see Chompy's face. That was very effective. And bandanas, whenever we have the character kind of standing or settling into one pose, the bandanas can continue moving. That thug Vizioso, rolling his eyes, getting that hand out, contrast in directions, one going down, one going up. Get that hand up really, really quickly there. Is going, and it's a little bit on the nose to say going down and then pointing down, but it works. Hit that dialogue accent with down, bend that finger backwards, bend those tassels, the bandanas, head arc, following through there, resting the finger and the elbow on the table as clearly as we can. Those shadows that were falling on the table were really fortuitous and nice, gave us some really good shapes, and then curling that finger in, overlapping that wrist, settling it down. And the strong pose like this, I would work backwards out of that. Rather than trying to work into that pose, start with it, make sure that it's going to work, and don't try and make it up as I go. Pre-planning, that's animation. And Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, gonna miss these breakdowns that I've done over the past year. It's been great to revisit all this. Thanks for checking them all out. I appreciate it. And just at the end here, I'll just show a quick screenshot of our tracker system. Anybody that worked on Turtles, this will bring back some memories. Yeah, fun times. Thanks a lot. See you next time.